Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Night 5, Drawing Night 5 of the 12 Days of Christmas here from the Disc Jockey News. I'm John Young with the Disc Jockey News, and tonight we've got MJ and Dan. We're going to have a night to remember.
Dan, I just realized we both have Pittsburgh Pirates hats on.
Yeah, I was noticing the same thing. We're leaving John out of the loop on this one.
I'm guessing. I'm not as cool. I'm simply not as cool.
What is your team up there anyways, John?
Well, certainly we're not talking football today after today's debate. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was sad. I even had him in the pool at work. And...
Oh yeah, that was just not a pretty. Baseball though would be the Minnesota Twins, and of course they just landed a power hitter from South Korea or somewhere that's supposed to be able to come in here and bat like 250 or whatever. I don't know, but anyway. Baseball season, yay, it's coming up, and that means spring, and that means summer. And
warm weather, that's all. Nothing else, no other reason.
It's warm weather time. So thank you guys for watching out there. We are going to be doing tonight's drawing. We're going to be giving away a Chauvet DJ Easy Pin Pack. Now, if you guys haven't had a chance to check this out, this is a pretty cool item. And we're going to be giving that away, and we've got more things coming up later this week. What's kind of cool is we gave away 4 things last week, and I've heard back, I think, from all 4 of the winners, and people were really, really excited because winning free stuff is always cool.
Well, they're good prizes too. I would say this. I mean, I know some giveaways that everybody's seen in the past, little trinkets here and there. These are big prizes. For sure.
There's some really, really good stuff. Our sponsors, I think, really stepped up with what they did this year, and that's really for the first time of ever doing this. That's really kind of big when they, will come up and pony up some nice prizes, because now that we've done it, and we have people sharing it and telling their friends and getting people involved, we're going to have some really, really great traction for doing an additional one, and we're trying to see. Now, this is behind the scenes, guys. We're trying to see if we can do a Valentine's sweetheart type drawing, or sometime in that time frame. So just keep an eye out for that, because it could be another. I don't know how you can't do it 12 days of Valentine's, but maybe you can do a sweetheart package.
The most evilest holiday in all of the world.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're not going to have MJ for that one.
The holiday was created by Hallmark and no one else.
Are these his and her lights? Is that what we're gonna his and her speaker sets?
I don't know. We'll have to figure out the angle for that, but this
his and hers earplugs.
Yeah, but they
one set of earplugs, one set of duct tape. Oh,
yeah.
Both get earplugs, so that saves the marriage.
Less discussion that way. That's great.
Less arguing.
Yeah, good stuff. So before we go too much farther, gang, we're going to run and put that list of sponsors up. I know a lot of you have seen this already, and we appreciate you sticking with us watching that, because this is the folks, the people behind the whole 12 Days of Christmas that made it happen. So our sponsors tonight.
Disc Jockey News is celebrating the 12 Days of Christmas with 12 amazing prizes you could win. Prizes include 10 free stock digital gobos from PROJECTORGRAM, 6 months online music download service from Top Hits USA, an Ultra Pin Spot light and remote from Eternal Lighting, an illuminated DJ facade from Omni Systems, an Easy Pin Pack Spotlight package from Chauvet DJ, a Mega Tripar Plus Pack uplighting package from ADJ, 12 months online music download service from Prime Cuts, an iPad Mini 4 from DJ Event Planner, an MC4000 DJ controller from DENON DJ, 15 specialty video DVDs or drag and drop discs from Promo Only, 2 Laser Blade Gs and 2 Little Gs from Blizzard Lighting, and 2 EV EKX12 tops, plus a free pass to hear EV live at Mobile Beat Las Vegas 2016. To sign up, stop by DiscJockeyNews.com 12 days, and all prizes will be delivered in time for Christmas to be put under the tree. Best of luck, everyone.
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, those are the sponsors for the whole 12 days of Christmas. So if you see them at a convention, or if you're online, go pop over to their Facebook pages or the social media page and hashtag them and show them a little bit of love, because without those companies supporting not only the 12 days of Christmas, but Disc Jockey News and what we're doing, these things wouldn't happen. So we really appreciate it, and we thank them from the bottom of our hearts. Tonight, MJ, we need to give away some stuff.
We're going to give away an official John Young sticker pack.
Nice.
I didn't know he made those.
I
do.
Yeah,
hey, when you become a Hall of Famer like him,
Now wait a minute, MJ, I got one of your stickers.
Do you?
Yeah, you gave me one in Atlantic City.
Yeah,
I just throw them at people like they're throwing stars.
Yeah, he's like a Mardi Gras parade or float without the.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh, sorry.
I've literally had clubs tell me, please don't bring them in here because people stick them all over the clubs and they're like, please don't bring them. Don't give them away. I'm like, okay, fine.
I could see that.
Little they know it was me sticking them there. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, exactly. How did you get them in the women's bathroom, MJ? That's a question.
Wouldn't you like to know? No. Tonight we do have a very good prize, but I'm not going to tell about it. I'm going to let Dan tell about it because he owns them.
All right. It's a Chevet DJ, and they've got the Easy Pin Pack spotlighting package. And so it comes with 6 spotlights, and there's 6 like pin spots in there. There's a charging pack, and it's a nice case that carries all 6 of them. I've used them a few times. I like to use them. I know some guys that use them actually to pin spot on centerpieces. So you're basically able to stick it on the ceiling, either through a scissor clip. So if you have a drop ceiling, you can hook it on that way, or they have a magnet on it. So if you have any metal fixtures, and they're lightweight, they're battery powered, they're wireless through the remote control. So what I've done, I don't do the centerpieces. I instead use it for the cakes. And I've done it a couple different times where I've done 2 or 3 on a cake. So no matter where the couple's standing, the cake is still lit. Has a nice little effect on it and a nice shade to it. And then it also has some little filters in it. So if you like more of a cool white or a warm white, has a lot of filters to come with it as well. And I can't speak to the battery life. I want to say it's in the 6 to 8 hour range, kind of what they've talked about. But I will say this. We're cutting cakes, relatively in the beginning of the event. So I turn it on before the guests even walk in for cocktail hour. They walk in, they have this uplit room, but this cake where they spend all this money on, they see it. That's what I love about this pin spots, whether and no matter what. These are great ones. Great effect. Like I said, I use 2 or 3 just because I like it no matter where they're standing to light it up. I'm sure I know guys that use 1 and it works perfect. So yeah, whoever's winning these tonight, I'm really hoping John pulls my name. But if it's somebody else, you've got a great prize, definitely.
Yeah. We've used these a little bit at a couple of different shows. We had a box come through. We did some review work on that. The part that I think I like is, and Dan, you kind of mentioned, is that they just really, with the magnet or the little scissors clips, they're just really easy to use in a variety of different locations, and that's so cool.
Jeremy Breck has done a couple of videos too. I think we may have talked about, or I definitely know it came out through the disc jockey thing, where he has a little doohickey of sorts for actually attaching them, so you're not having to get up on a ladder and everything else. That really makes it even easier. I haven't done that. I just use a ladder. But yeah, no matter what they're at, really easy to hook on. I like it.
Yeah, good stuff.
That's a discussion we need to have in the future when it comes to, because you're talking about lighting up the cake and spending all the money on it, and then now with the cake projection and how that's taking away from the art of cake decorating because they want them plain. So that could be a future discussion right there.
Yeah, I think that is, because I think there's little things like that could definitely.
I didn't know if we were actually going to go that route right now, but. Yeah, I'm with you as far as the thing, but I'm wondering how much of that trend is continuing. I heard a lot about it the beginning of the year and last year. I haven't heard so much towards the middle or end of this year. And maybe it's just I'm in a different ballpark with some of these guys. But anyway.
Maybe they're out. I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah.
That isn't our topic tonight. Even though I'd like to eat cake.
Cake is good.
Let them eat cake.
Cake is good.
History. Who said it?
Okay, so that'll be a topic for after. We're going to open up after we do the drawings with what was the best cake you've ever had. Think about that. That's our topic.
I got it.
Okay.
Well,
that'll be our topic. Drawing. We need to draw. So I pulled the list down just a little bit ago here from the list.
Tell me when you're ready for the drum roll.
And we did the random number here. I did that just before we went on. And the number came up to be 1494. So we're going to scroll.
That's a lot of scrolling.
I'm scrolling up this time. It's a lot easier to scroll up than it is to scroll down. Okay, we have the name for tonight. Our winner for tonight, winning the Chauvet DJ Easy Pin Pack, is Rick Schunk, I believe it is. Rick, if I'm mispronouncing your last name, I apologize. But Rick Schunk from Appleton, Wisconsin. Yay! Rick, you are the winner of the Easy Pin Pack. Now, here's where we get to see the delay, guys, because what's really cool is Rick is on the chat with us live tonight.
Oh, nice.
So now we're all going to sit there and stare at the chat and wait till he gets on there.
Is that Radio Rick?
Yes, that is.
I believe it is. Yeah.
He's gonna be doing it in emoticons. Wait
That's
for
what I've started off the emoticon storm I'm seeing now, so it's being delayed. It's on now.
We're to see the delay. Oh,
Did you not to take away from his fanfare of winning, but did you see that the that emoticon, the crying laughing emoticon was the word of the year? It was the
yeah. I didn't get that.
I hate that.
There he is.
Our language has come down to hashtags and pictures now. We're gonna go. We started grunting first, and we're gonna end up grunting
again. But congratulations, Rick! You are the winner of that. Showbay DJ will get your information over to them, and they'll get that sent out. And you are going to love them because they are versatile. You can use them for different things here and there. And as a friend of mine who has some of those, he actually stuck them in his trailer when he was loading up gear, and he could shine them back and forth. I mean, they can go everywhere and do everything. So. Good stuff. And again, Rick is online with us tonight, so congrats, my friend. And that should be to you in time to put under the tree for Christmas. So that's tonight. Now, tomorrow night, where are we at now? Tomorrow night, MJ, you take tomorrow night. Dan, take the night after, and then I'll take night 8. So, MJ, you got 6.
Where I have to take tomorrow night, too.
You're going to tell us what it is.
You want to talk about what we're giving.
The product.
Come on.
You guys, it's another pack of lights, and this is the cool thing about this one. It's the Mega Tri Profile Plus pack of lighting pars.
Yeah,
that's the word now that I used to call them cans, but now they're pars. Or what did we call them? Par cans.
Par cans. Yep.
But anyways,
so we got lazy. We call them pars now.
Lazy. Yeah. ADJ has them for us, and it's a Mega Tri Profile Plus pack, and it is not only the lights, but you get a case and cords and everything. Lots of good stuff.
All in one handy little carrying bag.
And you can that would get you started, that if you wanted to get into like the wedding business or something, that would be your starter kit for uplighting that would get you started on, immediately for some of the small events.
Oh, for sure.
I think it would also work great. The uplighting of the facades and scrims, and that is a big thing now as well.
Didn't even think about that. Yes.
I mean, using 2 behind a facade and 1 underneath each speaker. There you go.
Yeah, but now see, if they're like MJ, you'd want to have 1 shining back for you from this side and 1 from this side, and then the other 2 shining so you can illuminate and make you look like, if you had the front ones on, they could see you. If you had the back ones on, it would look like you were like.
So you can spinning your knobs.
So you can see the arm pump. Dan, Tuesday night. Dan, you got Tuesday night.
Tuesday night we are giving away 12 months of online music download service from Prime Cuts.
The guy with the sound effects.
Let him go. We can't bust the guy with sound effects. That's not good. We got to remember that for tomorrow. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so 12 months online music download service from Prime Cuts. I know a lot of friends of mine that use this service and really think it's top notch. You get a lot of great quality downloads from them, and with the way our industry is going, people want music immediately, and the best way I found is to go through a subscription service. So definitely looking forward to that tomorrow night.
That'll be Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we will be doing from DJ Event Planner, which, of course, is one of the premier online planning tools. If you are in the wedding business or doing larger events, and I mean by larger events, basically non-high school events, any other events, they work very well for planning and connecting with your clients and helping to really do all that with your staff. It's just a great tool. You need to check that out. But they are sponsoring Wednesday night's drawing, which is for an iPad Mini 4, which is the new mini iPad, the newest one out there. It's got all the bells and whistles, the ability to do everything that those iPads and cell phones are doing nowadays, and it's going to be yours if you are the winner Wednesday night. So that'll be a great one. Thursday, MJ, what do we got?
And before I say what our Thursday thing is, I would just like to say that when I'm DJing, I don't need lights on me.
Yeah, nobody wants to look at you.
That's true. That's why I don't need them on. Please, can we darken the area up a little bit? Can we see him? No, right behind me. If you've not seen online, I put out a video this week where I said I've finally gotten around to putting up my Christmas Denon, and that's what you see in the background is the brand new Denon MC4000 DJ controller. It just came out this year. It was under glass literally for half of this year where you couldn't even touch it, but now they are shipping and everything, so you can win one of those right now in time for Christmas, in time to rock a New Year's Eve party.
That would be.
Yeah.
And even if you just wanted to have a Denon a Christmas Denon. That's just
Well,
beautiful.
happy Christmas, then. I'm going to be sad when I have to send this back.
That's
You know.
beautiful.
You know what? You don't need uplights. You just use one of those to kind of
Set
do
the
your
mood.
booth.
Let's see.
Okay. I'm trying to picture that. It just sounds fun.
Oh,
Let's see. Now that'll be Thursday. So then Friday night we're going to be going to be doing Friday. Friday is 10. Dan, take 10 for us.
All right, so another subscription. This time we get through promo only, 15 specialty video DVDs or drag and drop discs. So if you're wanting to break into video DJing, whether that's just kind of get some experience, whether to add it just in case somebody asks for it, or really to kind of start kind of getting your feet wet with it, and get started promo, like great prize coming to you from them.
And that will be coming to you Friday night. We are, just hang on a second. I am doing a social media update.
Ooh. I'm glad you guys are talented like this. I try to do too much and it all falls apart.
Yeah, we all pretty much does with us too, but we can fake it at least. Then Sunday, we're going to skip Saturday the 12th because it's going to be a night in which we're all going to go out and work or spend time with family. Then we'll come back on Sunday the 13th, and we're going to be doing Blizzard lighting. We've got 4 lights. We've got the little G, giving away 2 little Gs. We're giving away a couple of the little laser, the laser blade, I think is what, laser blade Gs. Little lights, a little bit larger than this. MJ, is that pretty accurate?
They go a little bit bigger than that.
A little bit bigger than that, but not much. I mean,
It's been a while since I've seen them, because when you see them at the expo, at least for me, and when I see stuff at the expo, I like. I'm a kid in a candy store, so everything looks giant to me and bright and shiny. So
that's because you're short.
Hey, first off, my height is average. Second of all, next time I see you, I'm going to shorten you.
Right in the shin, man.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. You're going to get the NF7.
I'm the NS7, right in the shin. Chop them down with the.
Yeah, the Amish Mafia.
I keep it because I care.
What is that one Stevie Ray song? Stevie Ray. I saw a mountain, chop mountain down with whatever it is. I can't think of it.
Was that a country song?
No,
okay.
Blues. I just blanking on the dude's name now. Thank you, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I enjoy. That's all I got.
Side of a mountain, chop it down with the side of my hand. So that would be my theme song.
See, now I learned something. I didn't realize you knew a blues artist.
I know everything. Just because I don't celebrate it or participate in it doesn't mean I don't know about it.
Okay.
I even know country, and I can't stand this.
Next week we're going to have the best of Conway Twitty discussion. It's going to be great.
No, I'm gonna start playing Boxcar Willie.
Oh,
you don't even know about that. You don't even know about. Don't act like you know about that, Dan.
Yeah, I got none.
Yeah, see, I bought the Boxcar Willie box set when I was back doing that country night. I thought, Boxcar Willie, it's got to be, I was excited, didn't know that much about country at the time, so I bought this 4-disc box set of all this stuff. I really did, and it was all basically him doing covers. And of course, when you're playing to a real crowd that wants the original songs and not covers.
John, this is what I have to say for you.
No, that was pretty accurate. Okay, then let's go.
Where are we at now?
We are up to Monday night.
We're taking the show, insulting each other, and we've just
Monday night.
Insults and emoticons. That's what the show should be.
December 14th. This is our regular Monday night show where we basically do emoticons and insult each other, but we're going to be giving away the Electro Voice, the EKX 12P. You know what? I'm going to have to bring those over here so I can actually hold one.
They're huge.
Well,
they're not huge. I want to say huge. Their sound is much bigger than they are.
Yeah. And they are good size.
We're giving them to you. They're not tiny speaker. We're not giving you like their cheapest ones. This isn't,
Yeah. This would be in there. Third in line.
Actually, second from the top.
Yeah, if you're counting from the top, I was counting from the bottom. Sorry.
I'm going to count from the right side. Is that all right?
Okay. Yeah. Please do. Settle.
I will say this. I was shocked on the weight. I mean, even at 12 Ps, I was shocked on the weight. I don't know what the exact figure is, but I know when I was picking them up to put them on, I have hydraulic lifts because I'm getting old. But so I was putting them on and picking them up just to put them on that. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this works. I don't know. I expected it to be heavier. I was used to even 12-inch ones that would be heavier, and no.
Yeah, a lot of push for the weight.
For sure. A lot of output. And of course, not only will you win the speakers, but you will get yourself a pass to go to Mobile Beat Las Vegas 2016, which is at the lovely Tropicana in beautiful downtown Las Vegas. Well, really, it's south end of the Strip. But it's going to be a big show because, well, I'll be there. So that means it'll be, you can come and have a cup of coffee with me. That would be kind of nice, and I'd feel special. Yeah.
You have to give up your reign from like Hall of Fame, don't you?
Oh, yep. I'm old news. Somebody else will be inducted.
That's right. I only have a few more, just a short time. To
I'll still be in there, but I'll be added to the probably after this one I won't be the youngest one in the Hall of Fame anymore.
You'll be somewhere between who was the person before you?
Yeah, pretty much that's what we'll remember. Who was the person before this one? John.
It's gonna be between you and this year when they induct the very first Chauvet light ever made for the Hall of Fame. So that's where it's going to go to now.
It will.
The other guy, John Chauvet lighting.
It'll be.
Well,
I remember.
Oh no, it's a realistic Radio Shack mixer. That's what they're inducting this year.
That would be awesome. I was going to say, I was looking for I had a Radio Shack mic over here the other day. I was going to do a video on a thing and comparing sound quality, and it just...
I think that's another show we need to do, and I was thinking about this for one of our Monday nights, is bring the oldest piece of DJ equipment you still own and show it off. Like, why do I still have this? Because I have so much. I have a drum machine from the 80s in there. I have an old mixer. I have a strobe light that is wood grain strobe light. I'm not kidding.
Yep.
Fake wood grain strobe light. Just scary.
I remember that strobe. Didn't buy one, but I do remember it. Yeah,
I sold off my mixer, my very first mixer. Now, granted, it was not a Radio Shack. All right. But I just sold that off this past summer. It was one of those things I held on to, and it was just like, I'm running out of room in my office. So I sold it.
I'll never know when I'll need it again.
Oh, I knew I was never going to use it again, but it was one of those things that was just like, that was the first one.
Yep, same here. It's just sitting in there. I would be even afraid to plug it in. It would blow up or something.
Short the house out, and all of a sudden you get a huge electric bill. Okay, gentlemen, let's jump into tonight's topics. First one, let's talk the best cake.
Want me to go?
Go ahead,
MJ.
Yeah,
you try to find a emoticon of a cake to put up there. So somebody else that's your job right now is to find an emoticon for a cake.
I can't even.
Anyways, mine is simple because I am such a huge fan of peanut butter that my mother used to make me for my birthday every year. Peanut butter cake with peanut butter icing. It was my favorite. I loved it.
Peanut butter cake, peanut butter icing.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
2 peanut butter flavors. It was awesome. Never had it since. I mean, many years ago has passed, and I still think about that I got a peanut butter flavored cake with peanut butter flavored icing. I loved it.
Interesting.
That's it. So did we find an emoticon yet now that my my wonderful little story has just taking us to a whole new level.
You're still trying to find it.
Exactly. You're trying to get us to engage and look for a cake emoticon.
Hey, I'm doing both. I'm telling stories, dropping emoticons, and chatting. I
don't use emoticons, so I'm not used to this.
That's was I.
There's the cake. Cake.
Jimmy found it.
I found it. What is that I put?
It's either a cupcake or it's a pile of dog poo. Which one? Either one. Okay, so I'll go next with my cake. It was at a wedding, and don't get me wrong, my wife is a wonderful cook, and she makes fabulous cakes and such. But
you're only saying that because she's listening.
You never know. So, but it was at a wedding, and it was a chocolate with a Bavarian cream layer, and it had a cherry layer, and it had kind of a more of a hard chocolate candy shell on the thing. And it was just the rich, and of course I'm a kind of a chocolate person. I enjoy. Oh my goodness gracious! It was one of those nights where they had individual cakes at each table, and about a third of the guests didn't show, so there were many cakes left over, and none of the family took cakes. They didn't take them, so they were left there. Oh my God!
Sugar cake.
MJ, see, this is why you need to do weddings. You get cake.
It was MJ. It was really that bad. I bet I had like 6 of them. It was like, oh my God, I need more.
I did a private party.
Played everything at 160 BPM.
Yeah, everything. It's. I was gonna say some styles of EDM, but you wouldn't have gotten them, so that would have been a waste of time. Gabber. So if you've ever danced to Gabber, that's like that speed, 160. But yeah, I did a private party Saturday night. They had stuff there, and I'm like, kept fighting myself. Don't go to that table. Don't go to that table. And I ended up there.
Okay, Dan, wrap up our cake area.
Oh, mine would definitely be at a wedding. There's a local bakery in town, and I did the wedding for a relative, and they are known for very high-end type of delicatessen type cakes.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of similar to John, they had made a lot more cake than what they needed. Not that people didn't show up, they just made a lot more than what they needed. And I was sent home with like 2 cheesecakes, like rich, big style cheesecakes that were just like, I ate them for days, and it was great. But I will say my personal is going to be a chocolate cake peanut butter icing. So you mix that.
I have no problem with that.
That's what I get more often. You know what I mean? Like if I can get to it, because like you said, you got the peanut butter and peanut butter once. I'm going to get something I want often. Chocolate, peanut butter icing. Yeah.
Once I got it every year.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't get it again.
For a long time, because she's been passed for a long time. Yeah, I haven't had it since then. No, I've never heard anybody that would, I could pay them to make that for me.
So if anyone out there has a recipe and makes peanut butter,
I'm sure
peanut butter
my
cake.
sister has the recipe. So if you're willing to make it, I can get you the recipe.
Oh.
I don't think it was hard the way she did it. I mean, because I don't know, either that or my mom was that good of a cook. They were both. I grew up in a family where mom and dad both cooked and baked and everything. So there was, we talked about before on a farm. We had everything good, food wise. So.
And now I got a question then, because you showed us a picture the other night of this thin. This was like you and your buddy, and you were thin as all get out. And now you live on the farm with the tons of lard in the cooking. We all know that's what you cook with when you're on the farm is lard. What happened?
Okay, first off, I want to say that we grew up on a beef farm. So those of you out there that maybe don't like the fact that people don't eat beef or you're vegetarian, I'm sorry for you. We did, but our beef was extremely lean. So you can make a hamburger and you cooked it and it would not shrink. So, but anyways, at that skinny weight you saw me at there. I was still 220 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. I graduated high school at 200 pounds, and I was skinnier than I was in that picture I showed you. So, bam! That's all I got to say.
Yeah. But that Miami Vice look there, though, it just looked so.
But that was a long time ago. You can understand, I'm old.
I got that.
There are pictures around with me having hammer pants on. Okay. White polka dot hammer pants and red hammer pants. Okay. I owned them all.
MJ, I don't want to interrupt here, but Jimmy Spin said that he can get you hooked up with a peanut butter cake in Atlantic City. Jimmy, if you can do that, we are going to go live right from Atlantic City, and we are going to eat peanut butter cake and celebrate your bringing it like never before.
I might just have to drive down for that one.
We're going to have to keep in touch with this one, because that would be awesome that we're going to have the cake eating show.
The person who said they're diabetic in there, you have to be there too, just to rescue me.
Yeah, exactly. To pull me back out of the sugar coma.
Help at that point. Somebody said they traded Denon for a peanut butter cake. Got a couple of Denon 1200s and a 120 mixer that I can't let go of. That's another one. There's equipment that I still have that is usable that I could sell, and I don't know why I don't sell it. Do you guys have stuff like that? That you I never use it, but I should sell it, but I don't want to sell it?
Oh yeah, I have a couple lighting effects that I keep going. Oh, I'm what if I need like extra lights to do this dance? And I'm going to have them and I'm going to hook them up, but that means I'm going to have to program the DMX and okay, no, I'm not bringing them into this event. Yeah, they're still. I mean, they're on the shelf in there, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, I've got a whole shelf in the area back here that has the big game show podiums from goodness gracious, probably 10, 15 years ago. Still work fine, and everything is great with those. And I keep those because I never know, and I might get that call for that corporate event. Well, since then, I've been using these little wireless remote control buttony things that you put everything in a backpack and off you go. And it's I may not have the flair or the look, but I should just get rid of them because they're sitting there. I haven't gone out.
This is something that you guys who are watching, anybody who has to end up watching this in what do you call it, reruns, you're gonna go back and watch it when we're not live. We almost did this here in the city of Pittsburgh, and I think everybody should do it in their area. And I can't believe that we fell through and didn't finish it. We were going to do a DJ flea market, and we were going to rent out a fire hall, and everybody could pay just a couple dollars for a spot and bring your stuff and sell it. So, but we never did. So I always thought that was the incredible idea. So people need to do that.
We actually did.
There's been a few of them. I remember a group up in Connecticut did it the past year or so ago. John, there's one in the Midwest I keep thinking I'm hearing about like every year somebody does.
I think that as part of that Midwest DJs Live, they may do something.
Yeah.
I believe it. I'm not.
That sounds familiar.
They might have it.
You're going to have to rent an official disc jockey news room at the expo this year and charge people for spots, and everybody's going to bring their equipment down there because we said it's getting like a flea market. So.
And we could definitely do the flea market.
Special room of flea market.
We'd almost need to go to a worse. I mean, not that the Taj Hotel is really nice or anything, but we'd almost have to really have that flea market-y feel. We'd have to do like some broken down little meeting space off to the side in a hall or in an alley or something, so we could really look cheesy like a flea market would.
We could uplight it to make it look that bad, or maybe do a projection on the wall of something, you know.
But I
want our gobo companies to make us a gobo that looks like a rundown street or something.
Yeah, exactly, look like it. But the guys, that was actually, for those of you watching the video, if you could go and put in there, what is your oldest, that piece of gear that you should sell that's still usable? I'd love to hear how old it is. So in my case, it's a game show system that's probably about 17 years old. I should sell it, but I'm not going to. So how old it is, what it is, and it's got to be usable. But I'd love to hear some of the different things you guys have got out there, because we're going to laugh together.
I'm bringing them all next week. You'll see it lined up here. Stuff that's like, if I had a wife, that would not be in the house. All the rest to it. Somebody online said that they have a 25-foot cargo van full of stuff. Well, that's where we're going to put all the stuff to sell, is in the 25-foot cargo. We'll just meet there.
We're going to go to Ian's place. He's got the cargo van.
On the parking lot. Let's just do it.
Oh, my goodness. A bunch of easy up tents. Yeah, that would be the kind of the same effect. And we wouldn't have to pay for the union to carry everything in.
That would be great.
If we got one of the people there at the expo for advertising dollar to put their tents out there so that they could see the tents and see the different things, we could have everybody donate everything, The flea market is brought to you by, blah, blah, blah. Get him a swap meet. That's right.
Yeah, a huge swap meet. That would be
swap meet Louie. If any of y'all even know what that is, see, I'm dropping all these.
You heard a lot of references that we're not getting. Define all these for us.
Which one do you want first? That one was a song from Sir Mix-a-Lot, and it's about fake Louis Vuitton that you buy at the swap meet. Swap meet Louie.
Did not know that.
I don't even remember what the other one was. I don't even know. But anyway,
I only knew 2 songs by Sir Mix-a-Lot. No, 3.
No, so you're up on me by 1. I only got the 2 as that.
Baby Got Back, Jump on It, and
My Posse's on Broadway.
That's it.
My Hoopty.
What?
Hoopty's rolling, tailpipe dragon. Hoopty is a car. It's a dumb.
Well, no, I know that part.
See, I don't know what I'm dealing with here.
I'm sorry. There's something beyond Baby Got Back.
Yeah,
my favorite's My Posse's on Broadway.
While we're on the topic of music, then we'll fill you in. There is Jump on It, which is the Apache, Sugar Hill Gang, with Jump on It, and then him rapping, and then back to Jump on It. And I've actually found it tends to go over a little better than Apache, little extra oomph, little extra hit, and yeah.
I have a remix of that to where it only does the Apache part. I eliminate him, them, and everything. And if you want to see the strangest video ever, has to be the strangest video ever, is the original video for Apache. Go on YouTube and look for it. It is it's disturbingly odd. It is disturbingly 60s or 70s feel to it, with people dressed up like American Indians and Native American Indians and all kinds of stuff. Go look it up.
Now I'll have to check that out.
It is. I mean, just for there. Who's saying beepers? I don't have. Oh, we're going old school. Sorry.
Yeah, no, we're just kind of keeping up with the chat.
I didn't even know those of us were looking at chat, and it's the funniest thing is how close is the chat to the video? So it's probably, it's off, right?
It's off. I think somewhere about 20 seconds. Well, we almost experienced that because we were talking when we did the drawing, so it was almost 30 seconds between that and when Rick had come back to us. So
cool. All right, so what's the next thing?
Well,
who are we supposed to be making fun of tonight? Because we always insult people.
Well, let's just hit that. You shared, Dan. Did you get a chance to check out that link that MJ shared earlier?
Are we going to talk about that? Because I thought that would be a bigger thing.
You want to talk about that maybe Monday night?
Yeah. Well, I got about 2 paragraphs in, and that was
okay. Well, let's do that one.
It's a long article. It
is a long article. So let's
talk about it another time because I think it's interesting, and it really hits a lot about modern day as opposed to older. And I think that might even be a good night to discuss that one that I talked to you about the evolution of weddings. So.
Yeah, I think we can tie that in.
So I found the video. Sorry, I'm delayed as well. I found the video. Well, I found images from the video, and
pretty strange, right?
I did a Sugar Hill Gang Apache, and then I did images on Google.
You go.
Yeah, that's
what you have to watch it because the dude that's standing by the keyboard thinks he's the coolest man on the planet, and he dances there the whole time, never saying a word because there's no words in the original at all, nothing. So go look it up. See all these things over the years that they go through my head. Of stuff I've seen that I like John said about my head lock stuff in. It blows my mind, the little trivia stuff that is stuck in my head, over the years. Like Van Halen's album, 5150.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
I think I knew this at one time.
But see, that's the thing. Most people knew it at one time and then no. I'm going to let that hold off and see if anybody in the chat room, I'm going to leave it there. And in a few minutes, we'll come back. So we're about 30 seconds behind. So if you know what 5150 actually meant from Van Halen, let me know.
All right. So I'm gonna make fun of myself here since we're talking about album titles.
That's what John and I want to do.
I know. I'm going to beat you to this one. Then you guys can use it for ammo for later. I used to work for a classic rock station. And when I was there, I was basically running the morning show. I was very much not classic rock. I knew a couple songs, but I did not live the lifestyle. Okay. So one Saturday morning, I had to fill in on on-air position for a couple of hours. And when I did, one of the typical things was you'd mention the artist, you'd mention the title, and then you'd mention the album that it was from. So I don't even remember who it is. And so somebody's going to get mad at me for not knowing this. But I was on air and I gave the artist name and gave the title and I said, from the album OU 812. What made it worse was my boss was at a remote. He called me up and he goes, it's OU 812. He's like, if you don't know it, shut up and don't say anything.
That's funny.
He was written OU 812. I was a math guy. Come on. Yeah.
MJ, you're muted.
MJ.
You're muted, MJ.
Sorry, I was typing a lot, so I didn't want to claim. That's another Van Halen, by the way. Just I thought it was, but I'd let you just roll through there, Yeah,
the OU 812 and then 4. What is it? 4 on Carnal. What the heck was there?
Dan Hagar, that album was
on Carnal Knowledge or something like that.
Yeah. Somebody said that they would hate to know what's in my head. Yeah, I'm telling you, there are days, girls that have dated. What's that?
Are you going to tell us now?
Which one?
5150.
Anybody's going to guess? No guesses? I was going to cough there, so hold on. All right, so nobody knows it. One last chance. Going once. Bueller.
Just tell us.
It is
a police code for the criminally insane.
5150.
Yeah.
It's a country song.
It's also a country song.
That's so bad. That took Van Halen down a lot on the cool level.
No. Van Halen was there first. The country song.
Yes.
No, but it's like because they did that. It pulls everybody else down. You understand? It's Van Halen doesn't bring them up. The country just pulls everybody. It just gets slower and just
So let's continue talking.
It was a pretty upbeat song. It was a good one. I like to play it a lot.
Okay, let's stick on Van Halen here for a little bit. What
I'm just a gigolo.
your thoughts?
Where I go.
David Lee or Sammy Hagar? If you've seen them both in concert or not, but which one did you prefer?
Did not see either one of them in concert because I'm not a big concert person. But if I had to see one of them in concert, it would have to be David Lee just because he put on a stupid, crazy show. I have nothing against Sammy, but David Lee Roth is a nutcase. It'd be entertaining to watch.
Yeah. I never saw either of them live. Sound wise, yeah, David Lee.
See, and I personally I liked Sammy, and I've seen both, and I just enjoyed maybe his vocal styling a little bit better.
I like him individually, like when he did some of his solo stuff there for a while. But
all right, here's another trivia question: who was the third singer? Because I'm looking it up because I can't even remember his name. I remember the band he was in. I know the song that he did, but I can't remember his name.
No, I don't remember his name either. He came from. Which band did he come from?
He was about 2 feet tall. Extreme.
There we go. Yep.
Yeah. Gary Chahone. I don't even know how to pronounce the name. Cherone. He was with them for 3 years. I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
They cut that one song in 3 years and then
one album, yeah.
Yeah. That was about it.
Sorry. Darn, this is like a nutcase, you know. This is what my brain, this is why I tell people, if you love music, do not become a DJ, because this is the way my brain works constantly, clicking to this, clicking to that, clicking to this, clicking to that, going to here, going to there. It drives me bananas some days.
You sound like
you must do great at clickbait sites then.
Yeah, you want to hear the funny thing? I was at a big, long time ago when I used to tour, I was at a really, really big festival doing part of it. And I was there with a friend of mine who owns a bunch of radio stations. And every time somebody would do a song, I'm like, oh, that's the person would play like one note. I'm like, oh, they're doing a cover of that. And he's like, how do you know these things? I'm like, it's just stuck in my head, song after song. He's like, you're like a savant, like a Rain Man with this stuff. And I'm like, my brain just hears it. I mean, I don't know.
MJ, when you were a kid, did you ever watch the show Name That Tune when they used to do that?
Yeah, but that was different. And just for another piece of trivia, Kathy Lee from Kathy Lee Gifford, she was a singer on that show, just so in case you don't know that. Frank Gifford, ex-football player, quarterback, his wife, very pretty lady. She was on a couple of shows. Wasn't she on one of those morning shows?
Still is.
Regis and Kathy Lee.
Yeah, but then she's also on I think she's got her own show.
Yeah,
she
was a singer on that Name That Tune. But it was different because they had somebody else playing it. I'm hearing the original stuff. That's the stuff that I hear off. You know, they would take like a pop song and then somebody would play it on a piano, and it's a little bit different. So, and then the songs they picked were really stupid ones too. So
I'm glad you feel so.
Because they did not do any Run DMC on that show, and I'm just gonna say if they did it, I would know it. They did Rockbox. I would know it.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I don't believe either of those made that. Named that too.
No. We were talking about that at the private party. The other guy that was there with me, because we're like kind of tag team, and he does a lot of Latin, and they wanted a Latin night too. So him and I were back and forth. Useless trivia, LOL. It's not useless because it's entertaining. I'm sorry. I'm reading and talking at the same
time. Yes.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about. How that the things just come in our head and one to another. And he's looking at me. He goes, how do you know these songs? And I'm like, I don't know. I was alive then.
Doesn't that count?
Because he's like, the lady's like, play some disco. And I like dropped a couple disco. And he's like, I don't even know these songs. And they're going crazy. It's not difficult. But I'm sorry. I'm like taking over here tonight. Please, someone.
No, you're doing fine.
I don't. Yeah, this. There we go. But no, trivia, like I said, it just gets stuck in my head. I apologize. And I would love to sit down with somebody and just chat these things out about stuff. I have friends that we do that every once in a while. We used to do that with hip hop, that we used to play this game called Are You Hip Hop? And somebody would drop a line from a song. And if you didn't know it, you weren't hip hop. And if they couldn't guess the one you did, then guess what? I'm hip hop.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I'd lose.
I'd be out of that one so quick.
Oh, beat in the chat. They're going Beat Street, King of the Beat. Sorry, you don't even know that.
See, we're mobile DJs.
You got it. Never mind. See this. I feel like sometimes my knowledge goes to waste on some of you guys when I'm talking about Beat Street and Wild Style and and Grandmaster Flash DJing in his kitchen. You guys don't know anything about that, do you?
No, not so much. It really it wasn't across my radar.
The radio stations in my area growing up.
These are movies. You want to see something funny? Go watch Beach Street 2, the movie, Beach Street 2, Electric Boogaloo, and you will see Ice-T doing songs and dancing around like you would swear someone has him on drugs, because it was nothing like he did later. I was angry and street. This was all like, he looked like Cameo, the guy Cameo from Word Up.
Yep.
That's how he was dressed in this movie, dancing around and doing stuff. Ice-T.
And later he changes his persona to be the angry rapper.
Body Count. There's another trivia. His band, Body Count. Fab Five Freddy. Yep. Here's one. What is he famous for? Music trivia, you two. You should know this. You have played a song that they have talked about him in.
Fab Five
Freddy.
Yes.
No.
I guarantee it. I guarantee you've both played it at some point. It's an old song, but I guarantee at some point you've played it. John, you especially, because we're close to the same age.
Now I'm going to feel bad because it'll probably be something that...
The band is Blondie.
Rapture.
Yep, he is actually in the video too. But do you guys even know who Fab Five Freddy is?
No.
Had
nothing.
Ed Lover? Dre? The original Dre?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm reading what it says about him, because he was the guy that
he was one of the originators of all of hip hop, and he used to have he was one that put together the first UMTV Raps, and he was one of the first people that did that. And Dre and Ed Lover came on, and if I talked about the Ed Lover song, you guys wouldn't even know what that is, or even know what the real name is, the 900 number, Jeez, see, y'all ain't hip hop.
No, we're not. We're not.
We told you that in the beginning.
we're sometimes very, very white.
But this is, what am I?
I'm going to go with I'm rural. I'm small town.
I'm both of those, and
didn't have cable TV or satellite
radio. See, here's why I think I know so much about music and stuff, is that when I was a kid and we're on the farm and we weren't working, I spent a lot of time in my room, and I had this little clock radio that I would sit on my chest and just go channel to channel, listening to music all the time, just different styles of music. And that's where I think I got a lot of my information.
You were in Wisconsin. Wisconsin, they didn't have hip hop. They had like the farm report going on 16 out of 24 hours a day.
There was no radio station, no college station, nothing that played that. Nothing.
No.
How is that possible?
There is now. Yeah, there's some college stations now that will pull that in.
And MJ, back then, radio reception, at least in our area, we couldn't get a station over 25 miles away. So,
I lived 30 miles from the city of Pittsburgh, and I still was able to pick up stations that played it. And you got it on TV, and you got it, and we had an antenna. But holy crap, you guys!
I'm sorry.
Our TV was, we had with the antenna that we had to run up on our hill because of where our house was.
Yep.
Got 2 stations. CBS and PBS. That was it.
Wow. So we had the same thing. We had a pole that we put in, a 30-foot pole up on the hill, ran the wire all the way down to the house. We still, but you guys missed it all, man. You missed everything. You missed Dre. You missed. Oh, geez, don't even make me go through the old school stuff. Tribe Called
I like listening to it now when I pick it up, and
Four Righteous Teachers and.
Oh, that's us. 3 Righteous Teachers. Oh wait, 4. No. Oh wait, no.
Not anymore.
Just 1.
Man.
Yeah. So tonight,
if we did a 90s, because we were talking about talking about an old 90s music. If we did 90s R&B music, would you guys be able to do that?
Better than
if it was top 40 stuff, yes.
Well, the stuff I was talking about before was top 40.
Oh no, it wasn't.
No. Yes, it was.
No.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so Rapture it hit the top 40, but I've heard the story with Blondie a couple of times where they said that she was basically one of the first rappers out there, did one of the first rap songs out there that hit the charts. And I don't remember them ever saying anything about
Sugar Hill Gang, 1979.
Yeah, but I think it was
they weren't even the first rap group. They were just the one that hit. So there.
Yeah, it should have been that way, but that's
Or
obviously.
trivia. The one guy who didn't. He didn't even write his own lyrics. You can sit there and he talks about Casanova Fly because he went and asked his friend, "Hey, we signed this record deal. Can I have your lyrics?" So, see, you guys don't. I'm sorry.
Wasn't there a movie that?
This is all going to waste here. I'm going back into the chat room at this point and just dropping emoticons for the rest of the day.
Jimmy, you and Jimmy can talk about it. He's following along with you. Actually,
I am emoticoning. So those of you who are in the chat, you're wondering why. In about 30 seconds, you'll understand that I have emoticon myself.
He's moving himself away. He's no longer talking to us. Actually, guys, we're going to have to wrap things up. We are almost at our time limit for tonight. Tomorrow night. MJ, do we have some topics for tomorrow night?
He's emoticoning.
Which emoticon best describes you?
I like your pink poodle.
I said it just sent me a message that says message is not sent. You have been sending too many messages. Take a break and try again later. I can't talk on the show. I got busted from the freaking chat room.
Oh man!
Why? Man.
Let's get you. But tomorrow night, we're going to have our regular Monday night chat. We're going to be giving away, of course, the ADJ lighting pack. We had some topics, MJ. What are a couple of them we're going to try to hit tomorrow night?
I'm sorry, I was typing Spoonie G because someone brought up Spoonie G. You don't even know who Spoonie G is. Spoonie G was actually mentioned in a LL Cool J song, which you probably don't even remember that.
I know LL Cool J. He's on NCIS.
Wow.
I know
what LL Cool J stands for. There you go.
Ladies love Cool James.
All right, I didn't think you'd get that. James Todd Smith is his name.
Yeah.
Anyways, topics.
Not as bad as you think. So.
Well, I'm with the other ones. I don't know. So, hey,
sure.
If you're in the chat room and you're hearing this right now, feel free to give us a topic for tomorrow night if you want. So you're in charge of what we talk about. So I don't want you complaining if we're talking about something stupid that you don't care about. Send us topics.
Like cake.
Like cake. Sorry.
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that peanut butter. I had the peanut butter lover thing at Dairy Queen. Do you guys have Dairy Queen out there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they had this summer thing this year. They were doing this peanut butter thing, and
I know your country when you got to ask other people if they have a national chain near them.
It's regional.
It is. Dairy Queen is fairly regional. There's some spots you can go, and there's some spots you can't find it.
Yeah, it's called the Boondocks.
We got 2 of them in town.
Nice. So
I'm making fun of rural people tonight. So those of you in a rural area of the country, sorry. I live there too, so I can make fun of you.
So yeah, it's all good. But that was such a rich peanut butter experience. Your cake was just, making me cringe. So that was my.
I think of the peanut butter cup donuts that we've got at Dunkin', where it's peanut butter filling, peanut butter coating.
They call them the peanut butter angel because the angel one is the one with the white cream, and they put the peanut butter flavored cream in the center, and that's the peanut butter angel. I only found like one place that does it, but I don't get up early enough to get donuts. It just ain't happening.
24 hours.
And he barely gets up for that.
Well, I don't know. Is Krispy Kreme at 24 hours? I don't even know.
I'm talking Dunkin'. We don't have Krispy.
I have no idea. Anyway, sorry.
So tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're looking for topics here.
Closing the price shopper.
Now I'm just going to ask, and this is a question I think it's probably been posed, and I forget. Are we doing 8:30 Eastern, which is normal what we do for Monday? Or are we doing 9, which has been normal for the 12 days?
We'll start at our regular time, and then about 8 o'clock is when we'll put a pause in there, and then we'll do the drawing at 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock. So we'll start at 8:30 Eastern. We'll do the 9 o'clock drawing, and then we'll wrap up with the last 15 minutes of talking about why MJ's whatever is not right today.
All right, so also the topic I want you guys to do, besides giving us a topic in the chat room of whatever we're going to talk about tomorrow night, is you have to say what time zone from now on do we say and nothing else. Is it going to be Eastern time zone? Because this whole 8:30 Central, you look at TV, they don't care about Central. It's Eastern. You watch TV, you're on the West Coast. Sorry, you lose.
We're going to start putting all of our time in Hawaiian time. That's everything. It'll be Hawaiian time.
No, what we're going to have to start doing is like the Twit Network does. They use that international 24-hour numbers. They do everything in that, so no matter where you're at, you always know if it's 13:20, it's 13:20 everywhere. Please tell me you know about these things.
Yeah, but how could it be 1320 everywhere?
Is it UTC? Because it is. It's a 24. I think it's called UTC. If I'm correct on that. Or we got 1 vote for Eastern, 1 vote for Central. I'm looking it up now.
Central
Current time UTC. It's world time. It's known as.
Okay. So it's different than military time.
It's kind of military time-ish, but it doesn't change.
It must be based.
So is it based on the mean Greenwich timeline?
Greenwich time. Yeah, it must be Greenwich.
It zeroes out at that, just like our zones start at 1 at the Greenwich.
Yeah.
But there's a zeroed out there. But no, it's the same everywhere. So if it's 3 UTC there, it's 3 UTC here. So that's how they give the time zone. So no matter where you're at, it's always that time. They don't time zone it out.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
MJ, there's a question there that Jimmy's got. Check. Is that something you can?
MJ, ever make a pause button tape before you got turntables? Pause button? Yes, I did. I know what you're talking about there. Mixtape using cassette tapes. And that was one of the tricks that we used to know back in the day. And I just now know what I'm going to bring to our oldest equipment night. And it's going to blow your freaking mind. But yeah, you used to do a thing where you played the tape until you heard the first noise. Stop it. Pull it out. Quarter of a turn backwards. Put it in. Press the pause button. Press the play button. And when you're ready to play, hold down the pause button. And when you let it up, 5, 6, 7, 8, it would start right on. It's an old trick back in the day. So we got Eastern, Central, Eastern. We're about 50%.
Nobody's saying Pacific, though. You noticed that, right?
Yeah.
Because we really don't care about them.
I think we should do that international thing. I think we should do the UTC from now on.
No, that would be confusing. Then no one would find us. How come we're at 2 in the afternoon?
I went out by 1. Why are they not on?
Come on, man. Okay, so tomorrow night we're going to dig into some topics. You guys can add some different topics to the chat, and you can put it down below in the comments area down below. And we're going to dig into a few of those tomorrow night. We should have. I think we're going to have pretty much our regular crew tomorrow night. Is regular? No. We're going to be missing a couple yet tomorrow night.
We're not regular, but you mean usual people?
Our regular Monday night.
Not a whole lot of regular.
Yeah, we're going to be missing. I think Shanie's still going to be gone this week. I think she's got 1 more week out, and then she's back for the big drawing, maybe.
Wait. What did you say there? Say that again.
She said Shanie's not here.
I think Shanie may not be.
Not here.
Yeah, she'll hurt you. She'll punish you.
I fear nothing.
You bring your NO7 and she'll bring her. My money's on Shanie.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah. You can talk big when she's not here, can't you?
I'll talk to her. I don't care. I fear nothing. I'm not married, remember?
Yeah, you got the Amish mafia in your backyard.
I developed that fear.
You haven't learned.
I keep talking. Married guys, they know when to shut up. I haven't learned that.
That's what I want to leave this discussion with tonight. There's a reason why Dan and I don't know all this useless trivia. Is because at some point in time in our life, we decided it's like we could continue to have all this useless trivia in our head, or we could empty out some of that space and invite a woman that we love to come in and fill that space with all of her important information so that we can then lavish her with the appropriate attention at the appropriate time.
I'll give you some of Mike's girlfriend's numbers, and they'll blow your mind with the stuff that I remember about them and everything around. Like what watch they used to wear and what the date of this is, and isn't that your dad's second job's anniversary? But here, this is the thing, and I'll leave it with this. Having all this stuff that sticks in my mind, if you were to come up and introduce yourself to me and tell me your name, and then tell me your name, stop, and tell me to tell you what you just said, I could not tell you your name. I cannot remember names. To save my life. I used to date a girl that thought it was funny that somebody come up to me in the mall and go, "Hey, how you doing?" And she'd go, "Oh, aren't you going to introduce us?" Knowing that I didn't know that person's name.
I hate that.
Anyway, sorry.
I hate that one. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night. We're going to have our full chat going. It'll be starting at 8:30 Eastern Time, and we'll be going until 9:30 Eastern Time. At 9 o'clock Eastern, we will be giving away the prize for the night. We'll be doing prizes all next week. If you could for us, we'd really appreciate it if you could go out and share the link, the discjockeynews.com/12 days. We've been adding people each day to that list, which is great because, again, the sponsors are really going to be judging this whole event on the number of people that sign up and register for the drawing. So if you could help us with that, we'd really, really, really appreciate that. Gentlemen, any final words before we log out tonight?
Well, just to let you know, to piggyback on that, sign up one time, once per email address is the way that, anything more than that just doesn't work. It doesn't.
If you can't sign up with that email address twice.
Right.
Mine's not going to be trivia oriented because I promise I'm done with the trivia. But also, the other show I do here on Disc Jockey News, the Rewind Report, is also giving stuff away. So stop by Disc Jockey News, Disc Jockey News TV, djntv.com, and look for my show there. And it'll have a spot where you can sign up and win some stuff. And I'm giving away controllers, headphones, all kinds of stuff. So you get multiple places to win this holiday season.
Nothing like winning. That's just awesome when you can win and put stuff under the tree. So, once again, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back.
Santa's ever.
Yeah, it is. It's great Santa time. That's for sure. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern. We'll catch you then. Good night.
The Disc Jockey News 12 Days of Christmas are sponsored by PROJECTORGRAM, Top Hitch USA, Eternal Lighting, Omni Systems, Chavez DJ, ADJ, Prime Cuts, DJ Event Planner, Denon DJ, Promo Only, Blizzard Lighting, and Electro Voice.